In this video, I'm going to show you how to score an MBYC Sunday Club race using the scoring program Sailwave. The first thing you will need to do is retrieve the sign-in sheets from the boards outside the galley. Take the sheets to the scoring room just outside the bar. Turn on the computer. The password to the computer is scoring, all lowercase. Open the folder titled 2016 Regattas, which I already have open on my home computer. And inside that folder, you'll find another folder called Sailwave Master. When you open that, you'll see that there's a Sailwave file called Sailwave Master. And .blw is the ending for Sailwave. So you double-click that file, and it will open Sailwave in the computer. Now what you're going to do is immediately you should save the file with a new name. So save series as. You want to make sure that you're in the 2016 Regattas folder, not in the Sailwave folder. And you'll give it a name. I like to start with the year, the month, and the date. We're going to pretend like this is the January 18th Sunday races. Okay, so you save that. Okay, so now when you look across here, you can see that it's in the 2016 Regattas folder, and there's the new name of the file. So what you want to do right away is change the name of the event, and you'll make it for January 18, 2016 Sunday races, or bay races, or short course, whatever you want to write. Okay, so now when you go to publish it, it will have the proper title. Okay, so you're looking at a screen. It's got 422 boats in it. They are all excluded right now, which means that they have little X's right here. And what you're going to do is get the finish sheets as they come in from the water, or if they hold the sheets and bring them into you at the end, you'll have 3 sets of sheets, finish sheets, one for each race that happened out there. Okay, so you're going to use Sail Number Wizard to input the finish numbers. So you want to make sure that you're in the race that you want to be in, which would be 1 for the first race, and you want to include the excluded competitors so that you'll see all of these boats. All 422 of them will come up depending on the number that you type in, and then you do next. Okay, I've got a little set of boats here, and we're going to go through them, and I'll show you how to do that. So the first one is 115164. Okay, so you're going to click next, and that's going to show as a place. So that was the first boat that came in. Click finish again. Okay, the next boat is going to be 107. I know from the sign-in sheets that that's a multi-hull boat. And you're going to click next, and you'll need to do the start time and the finish time. When you do the start time, I've taken the start time to be 12:06:00, and the finish time is going to be 12:30:00, and you can see that that's 24 minutes, which is the correct amount of time. So you click finish. Then the next boat is 212. That's also a multi-hull, so you click next, and that's going to be start time and finish time again. And there you go, the start time, and you'll notice you didn't need to do the colons. The start time is remembered from before, and it's going to be, the finish time is going to be 12:32:15. Then you click finish. The next boat is 13, and I know that that's a fin, so I highlight the fin and I click next, and we just keep that as place. Okay, the next boat is 356. That's a multi-hull, so we have to do the start time and the finish time. And the finish time for that multi-hull will be 12:36:15. 15. Click Finish. The next boat is 154099. Okay, and that comes up already, and then you do Finish. The next boat is 66, which I know is a Finn, and I know that it's Mike Dorgan who's sailing, so I click Next and Finish. And then the next boat is 333 Rich Wright, and we go Next and Finish. Next boat is 861, and that's a multi-hull, so I know that I'm going to have to do the start time and finish time. And we're going to put 12:40:02 for his finish time, so that's 34 minutes. Okay, the next boat is 166140, and look at that. That boat is not in the file. So what you're going to do is click New, and it creates a new entry, and you just go Next, and you can see it's 166140, and the finish place for that is number 6. And you know from looking at the finish sheets that that's a laser, and I'm going to show you how to put the skipper in a little while. Okay, so you click Finish, and the last boat is 450. And we know that the Capris aren't sailing, the Lidos aren't sailing, so I look at the finish sheets, and that's a Finn. So we have to do another new sheet, and we click, okay, we go back, then we do Next, and we do 450, and then we select 450 that time, and put that in as the 7th boat. Okay, so it's not the 7th boat. I think I have 10 boats in this, or 11 boats, but it's the 7th finish boat as opposed to having a start and finish like the multi-hulls did. Okay, so you close. What I want to do is make this file more manageable to look at. So you can see that over here we've got 11 boats included, and the total number of entries is 424. And the excluded boats are 413. So there's a little X up here, and this X is going to be your friend because it's going to reduce the size of what you're looking at on the screen and make things more reasonable. So there you go. You have 11 boats, and we have a couple of boats here that we have to do some work on. So we know that 450 is, I know from the finish sheets that it is John Smith, and I know that it's a Finn. So you're going to do the drop down, click Finn, and then you're going to do the fleet is also going to be Finn. So you find it in here, and you remove this, create it from Sail Number Wizard, and then you click OK. So now that drops down into the Finn category, and you just have one ambiguous boat to deal with. And the boat class for this, we know it's a laser from the finish sheets. And the skipper or the helm is John Doe, and the fleet is laser. So if you just put a little L there, it'll jump to laser when you do the drop down, and remove the notes there. So you say OK. So now we've got race 1 has shaped up. It shows the this would show these are all the finish times. And let's say you wanted to put a crew in here. So for Jason Moore, you double click, and the crew you could put John Thompson. Okay, and so now what you want to do is save it. Every time you finish, or quite often, you should do a save. And now we want to score the second race. So you go to Sail Number Wizard, you head over to, you do the click here for number 2, and this time you're going to unclick that box so that you just have these 11 participants. You don't have to look at the other 422 boats when you put numbers in. So you go Next, and the way I've done this, I've got 154, so you just go, as soon as the unique boat comes up and you see this unique, you can click Next, and he's just going to be a place, he's not a multi-hull. and then 13, next, finish, and then 861, Steve Cooper, so we know that's a multi-hull. So we have to do a start time and a finish time. And I'm going to use kind of a weird start time, which is 12:55, because I want to demonstrate something about using the military time. So he finished at 1:29:12, but check out the elapsed time. That's completely wrong. 537 days. That's not right. So what you want to do is turn that 1 into a 13 and use military time when you're in that kind of weird area between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So now we have a reasonable elapsed time, which is 34 minutes and 12 seconds. So we click finish on that. The next boat that I have is 107, and that's a multi-hull again, and the finish time for him is 13:30:06, and that's a reasonable elapsed time. The next boat that we have is 356, and that's going to require start time and a finish time. It's remembering the start time for the second race. And there we have 13:35:10, and the elapsed time is reasonable there. Okay, and then we have boat 333, but it comes up as unique right away, so you just click finish. And 115, that comes up as unique with Dan Sullivan, finish. And then 212, that here we've got the elapsed time. We have to do start time and finish time, and his is 13:37:45, and there's a reasonable elapsed time. So finish. And the last boat we did was 212, and if you kind of lose track of what you're doing, you can see it right there. And then 450, 66, and 166:140. Okay, so we can close out of this. We see that we've been filling in the information for race 2. Do a save. Okay, and then let's finish up race 3 so we can head on to the publishing. Entering all the finished sale numbers. So you close out of that little window. You click save. And now you see you've got 3 columns here. Race 1, race 2, race 3. Now you need to score the series. So you just click score. You leave this the way it's set up. You're going to group on fleet. Okay, so now you have the rankings showing within each fleet. So we've got 4 fins, 1 through 4. We've got 3 lasers, 1 through 3. And there we have the 4 multi-hulls in their order. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now is publish. Well, there's one little step that you should take before you do that, which is to compare the helm names to the sign-up sheets to make sure that you've got the right people who are sailing that boat. So if it turns out Dan Sullivan wasn't actually sailing his laser, you would double click and you could put a new skipper in Dan Sullivan's. I won't do that, but that's how you would do that. You can also right click on this and click edit cell, and you can put a new name in there for the helm. Now we need to publish it. So you publish off the menu, you go to results, and you want to make sure that you only have the boats in here highlighted that actually sailed. So lasers sailed, multi-hulls sailed, and fins sailed. And what you want to do for the first pass of publishing is have this box click that says publish a series summary table. Then you do next. You're going to want it to go to my default internet browser, and then you say publish. Okay, so this is now in a browser window. It's in Chrome, and if you want to print this, which you probably will when you're doing the races, you would click here and then go to print, and that would print the races. But, you can use your control key and A, and that'll select everything on the screen, and then you do control C to copy everything on the screen. So then you would go to the website and you click login, and you'll go to this is the login page. I've set myself up as Jane Doe for login. You navigate to the race results. Click on new. I'll give it a new title, 1/18/2016 Sunday races. You click in the this little window, and I just do right click. I mean for paste, not copy. This little window opens, and you make sure the cursor is in there, and you do Control V as it says, and you insert it, and there you have it. Now you can click. I like it if you click on Facebook and the Twitter, so that it goes out to the club's social media, and then you click Save. Okay, and then you can make sure everything's fine by clicking on the link here. And there you have the results. I can center it and make it look a little bit better from home, so don't worry about that. Okay, there's one more step that you need to do, which is to go back to Sailwave, and you need to publish again. And this time you need to show the detail for the multi-hulls. So you go to results, and this time you clear all the previous fleets that were highlighted, and now you just want to highlight multi-hull. This time you want to click this box, which says Publish Individual Race Tables. And just a quick look on this tab shows you what's going to happen with individual race tables. You'll get start times, finish times, corrected times, BCE, and BCR. And those are the things that the handicap and the multi-hull fleets like to look at. So just making sure that you just have multi-hulls highlighted and you have a check mark in these two boxes. Then you go to Next, and once again you're going to publish it to your internet browser. So now this is the summary table up here, which has race 1, 2, and 3 and the results. Now down here you have the detail for each of the races. So you see the start time, the finish time, the elapsed time, the corrected time, which has to do with the rating, and the BCE and the BCR. So once again, you can go up here to the 3 lines, click print, and you'll be able to print this page out for the multi-hulls who might be wanting to see it right away. But otherwise, what you can do is the Control A and then Control C to copy it, and you're going to go back to the club site, and you're going to navigate back to, you're still in the edit mode, so you're going to navigate back to race results, and you're going to click new again. And you're going to, the title is going to be same date 1/18/2016. You could do everything the same, but at the end you need to add the comma multi-hull detail. I'm just using lowercase, but you can do upper and lowercase. Okay, so you click in here, you do the right click, paste, you get this little insert window again. Control V to get the detail in there, click insert, and there you have it. Now you can do a Control A and click this little centering icon twice, and that will move everything to centered, so that will look a little bit cleaner. Okay, so then you go to the bottom, you can click on Facebook and Twitter to get the detail out there, and then you do a save. Okay, and then you can take a look at it, and there you have the second part of the Sunday races, which is showing the detail for the multi-hull, and if you were doing this for a TNT, you would do this for the handicap. Okay, so now you go back to the login page and you click log out just to be neat and tidy on that. And then you go back to Sailwave and you do a save and you do File, Exit. So now you've closed Sailwave. And then you turn off the computer and there you have it. You've got the Sunday races in there for using Sailwave.